David, good to see you again. Here we are in Los Angeles. We just tried your Beyond, and well, as in my opinion, it's really beautiful. I would just like to make you some questions.
Sure.
So, how did you pass by from Heavy Rain through Beyond? It's way more different in some approaches. Did you already plan to do this step, or was this progressive?
Yeah, I had this idea in mind for quite a while, and usually in the last 6 months of a project I start thinking about the next one. And what I wanted to do was something that would build on what we discovered on Heavy Rain, but at the same time I wanted to go further and explore different directions. So I started thinking about this idea of having someone being linked with an entity, an invisible entity, and giving the player the possibility to switch at any time between one and the other. So you could just be this human being and interact with the real world, or become this entity and interact in a totally different way and be like a ghost, and make the two collaborate. And then when I started the writing process, I started to think about how it could evolve through time, what it would be like to be a little girl, like being 8 years old and having this power, what it would be like to be a teenager, what it would be like to be an adult. And this is how Beyond became like a journey into the life of Jodie Holmes.
You approached a new way of reporting this to the video game. We saw in Cologne last year all the process of getting real actors, real acting a game. How it was to work with characters like Willem Dafoe and Ellen Page, which is wonderful here.
It was a fantastic process. I mean, the thing is that the big change between Heavy Rain and Beyond is that we started to use this technology called performance capture that we started using on Kara, this short that we did before Beyond, and Beyond is entirely in performance capture. I mean, what you need to understand is that on Heavy Rain, we shot actors one by one in a sound booth. So they were in isolation, and we just shot their face and their voice, and then we went to the mocap stage and shot the body animations. So it was two performances, and it was one actor one by one. Where here with performance capture on Beyond, suddenly you can capture everything in the same take. So we capture the body, the face, and the voice at the same time, and you can have several actors on stage, which is a huge difference because suddenly they can interact one with the other. You have all the eye lines that are right. You can really shoot dialogues with several actors on set, and it makes a huge, huge difference. So because the technology has evolved so much, now you need even better actors. You need people who are capable of conveying all these emotions. And this is why we could finally work with Alan and Willem, and it's been an absolutely amazing experience to work with these guys, of course.
Did you have to do some compromises for this work, or is as you wanted, as you have planned?
Well, I don't know yet because we're not done with the game, so I hope not to make any compromise. But no, the game is at the moment pretty much the way I imagined it, if not better. I mean, I was really surprised by what we could get from the new engine that we have developed compared to Heavy Rain. It's a totally new engine we developed from scratch, and we are surprised. And we got a lot of comments here at E3 of people saying, "Oh, it looks better than many PS4 titles." And this is just because we now have the experience on PlayStation 3 and we managed to develop exactly the engine we wanted.
You've always wanted to go beyond any boundaries. What's the next step? What we saw from Heavy Rain to Beyond is very great. You made a lot of efforts and you achieved the goals that we could never expected this much. What's the next step? What can you do further than this?
Well, there is a little clue about what else we can do with this Dark Sorcerer demo that we presented at the press conference and that we show here on the show floor. We were really surprised by what could be achieved on PlayStation 4 because we didn't do anything special for this demo. We just used the kind of technologies we had on PlayStation 3 and just throw it in the PlayStation 4. and the result was really amazing to us. So we are really excited to move on PlayStation 4 after Beyond. And there are a lot of things we want to experiment, both on a technical point of view, where we can go much further, but also on a conceptual point of view. We want to probably explore multiplayer at some point. We probably also want to continue talking about subjects and topics that are not used in video games. Video games most of the time are about saving the world and about the good guys against the villains and all that stuff. We would like to continue to explore different themes and different ideas and just talk about real people in real life, their relationships, their emotions, what it means to be human, and how can we use this fantastic interactive medium to let the player interact with the experience in a totally different way.
What about Beyond and PlayStation 4? Did you want it to see how it could have been on the next gen? Are you planning to release it also for next gen, or it's completed like this?
No, Beyond is a PlayStation 3 title, and we're really glad to be at the end of this cycle, to be one of the last games to be released this year on the platform. But no, there is no plan at the moment to go on PlayStation 4.
Looking forward to see your next work on next gen. Thank you, David. It was a really nice time to be here with you. Can you just say hello to Gamesource for us?
Hello to Gamesource, everybody in Italy.
Thank you.